everyone, welcome back another week, another show. It's Geekonomics, the podcast, live and in person. We're here. We got a bunch of stuff to cover, a bunch of events coming up, a lot of things happening. As always, it's that time of year for a lot of stuff to happen. And my mic is in the wrong spot. I feel like I'm right in my face.
It's okay.
There we go.
It's because it's warmer.
Yes.
We're going to see Thunderbolts this Friday.
We are.
At 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I know. Like old
4 o'clock
people.
in the afternoon for a movie seems weird.
Actually, it's
perfect.
It's perfect.
For Brian, because he has to be home and get in bed by 7.
Well, because when you get out, the day's you still have day in front of you.
No, I know, but that's, it's like 5, maybe 6. 4 o'clock just seems weird.
Well, Brian likes early bird special, because beforehand we're going to go get, like, Brian's dinner at 3.
Brian's dinner!
And then...
Well,
my lunch, Brian's dinner.
I have to
go to
work
Friendly's?
Thursday night, or I would be going
Yeah.
Thursday night. And you were the first one to fall because you have to work
I have to
Thursday
work
night.
Thursday night as well.
And I realized I have a double booking as well.
Well, there you go.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So John and Dan are going on a date night. It's going to be great.
With a third person. Maybe, you know. But anyway, next week we will be giving our review of Thunderbolts. And
we will.
As of right now, a lot of first impressions have been very positive.
Which is awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I know. After Captain America, I kind of need something that kicks butt. And it's like, and a lot of the first initial reactions are like saying, a lot of them are all saying like, it moves the MCU forward. It's a very action-packed. It has some funny moments. It works. It's entertaining. It's well written, well directed.
I'm excited.
Something that Captain America was lacking.
Yes.
And they're saying a lot of the characters all worked well together, and the standout being
Yelena.
No, the new character.
Sentry.
Sentry. Being a standout.
Yeah. He's going to be a big linchpin moving forward, so
yes,
that's a good sign.
So everything is pointing positive for this movie.
Yeah,
I think word of mouth will give it legs. I think that's what MCU needs right now.
Yeah,
because I kind of felt like Captain America, Anthony Mackie deserved better. Personally,
it wasn't a terrible movie.
Like,
it wasn't great.
I was gonna say it wasn't a bad movie, but it started
to
get
a movie.
It started to get weird towards the end.
Yeah, the whole leader stuff was kind of
It was between the problem. We talked about this last week with Daredevil. Sometimes it's best to let it all go back and start from scratch.
Yeah,
but that was an old script, an old shooting.
Yes,
they did
mixed with new
reshoots.
stuff, and just doesn't work.
But
it doesn't work.
It also felt like they were trying to integrate old movie stuff to bring it into the modern.
Yeah, I mean,
like
it's just
they literally used this movie just to bring in Thunderbolt and the leader.
Thunderbolt Ross, but it was just very, I don't know, it was just very hodgepodge.
Yeah, it's very hodgepodge.
Patchwork.
It could have been. I just think Anthony Mackie, he's a fantastic actor, and I think his Captain America just deserved better.
Yeah.
Because even though Captain America, like you go to the second movie, fantastic.
Yeah.
You go to Captain America Civil War, it just
good.
got better.
Yeah.
And I felt like they really should have just cooked more on that one.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it
so
is.
I think Thunderbolt is going to come back, and I think it could really change the tide.
Yeah.
Which is good.
The Crimson Tide, if you will.
Yes, the Crimson Tide. So this weekend, not only is Thunderbolts coming out,
yes,
it's Free Comic Book Day.
It is.
It's called The Transition, Kyle.
Yes.
And our friend Matt C. Ryan will be at a local event at Matt's Comic Books and Cards and Collectibles.
Yes. He'll also be hosting an art fight while he's there.
Yes. It's going to be going...
I haven't an art fight in a while, so it's going to be fun to see this back.
So you drop off canned goods.
Yes, you get a caricature.
And the canned goods, you'll get tickets, and you can use that towards different events that are happening. And also, the interesting part about this at Matt's, it is the 51st anniversary bash.
Ah.
He's been 51 years. Has been in business.
He's been doing it himself for 51 years?
His dad owned the store.
Oh, okay. I was say, yeah. And Matt's not that old.
So there's...
He's old, but not like old enough to be
Real
He'd
quick,
have to be like 68.
Yeah, it'd have to be
for
like
that
in his
work.
80s if
Yeah.
it was that.
logistic. His dad owned the store. He took
Got it.
over from his dad.
Got it.
But it's been in business for 51 years.
That's
That's
awesome.
cool.
Real quick, it starts at 9 a.m. Matt C.
Does.
Ryan will be doing caricatures.
Goes
There
till
will
10.
also be
Goes
a
till 5 or something, I think.
yeah. It goes drawing wars. What is it called?
Art fight.
Art fight.
He
Art
already
fight will
said
be
it, Brian.
happening.
Yes, art fight will be happening.
There's going to be a store-wide sale. There's going to be an open arcade, cosplay contest, and a bunch of other things happening.
There's a Conan the Barbarian free comic book day comic.
Ooh, I'll have to.
I already have it.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
You already got it? I'll have to pick
Yes,
it up.
Matt got it a couple weeks ago, and he got 2 of them, so he gave me one
Nice.
to try to get me hooked on it. I have not opened it or read it yet.
Of course.
I also have a Godzilla one too that came out. That's coming out. That looks pretty cool too. So
So go support your local comic book store.
yes,
And if you're
this
in
could be the last
Enfield,
one.
it is not going to be the last one.
Well, who's running it after this? If Diamond's the one that started this,
They'll
Diamond's not around
continue.
anymore.
Matt Ryan, I mean, they'll continue.
What will happen is
Someone else will take over.
You hope so.
or it will be just independent. Like
It's gonna
it
be
won't
like
a-
it's gonna be.
It won't
not
be through
organized like it
Diamond,
has
but it'll
been.
be
Yeah, it'll be less organized.
The comic book stores know what to do.
Yeah, but
And-
they don't have comic books to give away.
You won't see like the free comic book.
Yeah, you won't have, like,
tag
the free
on
comic
stuff,
book day
but they'll probably
comics
have
is
free
what I'm saying.
comics.
Listen.
That
look,
part of free comic book day is gonna go away.
It will probably
Possibly.
be taken over by someone else.
Yeah.
The next free comic book day is not until October, so we'll see in October.
Yeah.
Because there's always one right before Halloween.
Yeah.
Also, Brian,
Yeah.
exact times are 8:45 to 6.
Oh well, there you go.
Well, there you go.
I think Matt's only there from 10 to 5. I think.
He's only 10. Yeah. I always go Fridays.
I have to go because I have his banner in my car from the hotel show.
Oh, I always go
I found it
Fridays.
the other day. I'm like, hey, I got your banner.
I never go on the day of. I always donate food,
Mm.
and I just get my comics and leave. I never go because it's packed.
Yes.
But the cool thing is, I will say, I got a tour of downstairs, and it looks really nice. But they also have this big open garage area, which is fantastic.
Nice.
And last year, they did a lot of activities out in the back and
Yeah.
in this big open area.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming they'll be doing the same.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because you walk in Matt's and you're like, man, there's a lot of stuff here. How do you do all these activities? But then you go downstairs.
There's more
and
activities.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
The amount of statues down there.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then back in the back is so cool. So anyway,
I still haven't been there since he moved.
yeah,
It's crazy.
I love his
did
new
it like
facility.
I think 3 years ago, like right after COVID. I think I went. It was pretty intense then. So
It's great. I love his new location.
and my anniversary is Sunday, so
Look at that.
6 years.
Wow. 6 years already.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my Lanta.
Oh, my Lanta for sure.
So are you doing something on Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday. We're just gonna hang out. It's 6 years. It's not like it's like a 5 was last year, so that was a bigger one.
They're all big, Mark.
Well, you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a year.
The number,
It's a year.
like the big numbers,
I got
5,
you.
10.
Well, 6 is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
big
yeah.
number.
Yeah.
It's bigger than 5
Yeah.
in that context.
Yeah.
You know what we mean, Brian.
I know. I'm just
You
being.
jerk.
I'm just being.
You're just being Brian.
I'm just being Josh.
You're just being Brian.
Anyway, well, that's exciting. So happy anniversary.
I
Happy
did.
6 years.
I just checked. Matt will be there from 10 to 5.
I just said that,
He said that.
I was just making
but
sure.
thanks.
Thanks for playing. Anyway, thank you, Josh.
Producers are supposed to be like not seen nor heard. By the way,
It's going to be a lot of activities this weekend, especially for you.
yes.
I might be going to Mansfield and selling on Sunday.
Oh.
The
Sure
weather's
doesn't
looking
sound
good.
like it.
It is May the 4th as well. So
Yes, it is May the 4th.
it's a good day to bring your Star Wars stuff.
I got a lot of stuff, and I like to sell once a month there, and this might be the only time I'll have, so I might be doing it.
There you
The
go.
weather's looking 60 degrees.
There you go.
That's fine.
That's nice.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Not too hot, not too cold. I mean,
Just right.
last time I did it in the freezing
Goldilocks
cold.
at the Mansfield.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that when it was like 40, Brian.
Oh, my fingers were numb. It was a rough
He's
day.
Brian. What do you expect?
But when I left, I saw how much money I made, and I was like, it was worth it, baby.
I was worth every penny.
I couldn't feel my fingers, but it was worth it. Anyway, that's all happening. We had D&D this past Saturday.
We did.
And we just finished up one of the biggest fights we've ever had that lasted 2 sessions.
Yes, biggest battles.
And I think John...
Fights, it's like we're like not doing...
you're right.
We're not
Verbiage,
doing Fight Club
battles. I think our DM, John, did a fantastic job putting it all together. It looked amazing. The way we went back between different characters was really cool. Also, it was kind of nice because I was like into doing different things my character could do. The only problem is once it hit 11 o'clock, man, I was out to lunch. I was so happy we kind of ended it. We ended it a little bit early. It was like 10:40, and we're like, there was kind of like a vote because someone wanted to leave, and part of me was just like, oh, this would be a good time to end it.
This would be great.
But didn't happen. We went another hour, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, it was a fun time. Like, I'll be honest, I wasn't feeling it that day because it was just rainy and stuff.
Yeah.
I did not want to. I was just like, I don't want to do anything today. But when we got there, it was a good time.
Yeah.
I ate a lot of meatballs too.
A lot of meatballs.
Alex brought the meatballs.
She did, and they were good. They were delicious.
Yes. And it helped me from not snacking as much because I filled up on those meatball grinders. Did you have a good time at D&D, Mark? I know you're busy on your phone. What's going on over there?
Nothing, just checking something.
Did you have fun at D&D?
I did. It was a good time. It was fun. It's always a experience.
It was a good time.
You take too many breaks.
I think this time we took more than normal because the battle a big battle would happen.
I know.
And it was a long battle.
But like releasing the contingency out into free will space to gather them back up is like herding cats to get everyone back together again. So it's like, I feel like once we're at the table, we should stay at the table.
Well.
And like do like one break.
We usually
and we could just wait for John to set up the next battle and discuss at the table.
Right.
We don't need to like wander off. Too many wandering offs.
That doesn't happen often, though.
I get speed it up.
It was still a good time.
It was, but I just like, speed it up.
I like the how the
it's like we played all that time and we still have not finished the thing.
What?
We played all that time. We still didn't finish the battle.
Yeah, we did.
No, we still have more stuff to do.
No, we finished that section.
I know.
There was story. We went back into story.
More things that we have to accomplish.
Of course, there's always going to be more things to do, but we finished the big battle.
Yeah.
Now we move on.
I almost got out. Do you notice? I almost snuck out.
What do you mean?
I had a plan to get my guy out of the game completely, but it didn't work.
No, I didn't notice.
Yeah. I tried to banish myself to the time between planes using the robe. That was my get out of jail free card.
Oh God, the robe.
That was my get out of jail.
Yeah.
But
they
didn't let me do it.
Yeah.
That was me being like, I'm out of here. I'm done playing this now. I'm bored. I have other things I could be doing.
You had fun.
We'll call it fun.
All right, we'll move on. But D&D was a lot of fun. It was great to see everybody.
Yeah.
And now today, like I said, we have Star Wars Celebration.
Yes.
The Last of Us episode 2 and 3 to talk about.
Yes.
Also, real quickly, we appreciate everybody who watched our WrestleMania 41 coverage.
Yes. And participated in the picks.
Yeah, because that last couple episodes, our view count went up.
Yeah.
Which was very awesome to see.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Also, I have to say, Monday Night Raw, that Monday night was fire.
It was.
SmackDown was holy smokes.
Yes.
And this Monday Night Raw was fire as well. They're
cooking with gasoline.
They're cooking with gasoline.
And you can see I have the belt here. It'll be on this side.
We got Backlash coming up, and
for this foreseeable future.
We already have. The card has already been already going.
Already building.
And okay.
Cena versus Orton.
Yep.
Gunther versus Pat McAfee.
Yes.
For some reason.
So cool.
Stupid.
I'm ready for it.
It's a good filler.
It's a good filler.
It's something. Something's gonna happen.
So I got to talk about this. So, we've seen a lot of characters, a lot of wrestlers go heel.
Yes.
And the one that breaks my heart is seeing Becky Lynch go heel.
She is a heel. She's been a heel.
She wasn't a heel before.
Yeah,
but she's been a heel
not a
multiple
heel
times.
like this.
But that's also the whole.
She was not a heel.
Yes.
Brian, that was the whole point of the man and Becky Two Belts.
Yes.
She was in charge. And...
Josh. Let's hold on. When I started watching wrestling, she wasn't a heel.
What
I'm telling
I keep forgetting. Brian's only watched wrestling
for like a month and a half.
For a year.
Yeah.
But like in real terms of wrestling, like a month and a half.
But anyway, no. But Becky wasn't a heel when I started watching.
No, you got the lame Becky. That was.
I like that Becky.
I know, but you got Powerpuff Becky.
Yeah.
With like when she was sort of counterparts with
because
Seth Rollins.
She was up against WrestleMania last year. She lost the belt to Rhea, and then there was a back and forth between her and Liv Morgan.
Yes.
And then she just kind of walked off.
Yes.
And that
her
was
contract expired, and she had a baby.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
She's
Brian,
back.
stop staring into the void.
I like the heel turn. That it's a hardcore heel turn compared to what I started watching.
Yeah.
But
like you've never experienced like Bad Bailey. You've never experienced a lot of that.
No. So it's all new for me.
He doesn't even know anything about steampunk Bailey.
Yeah.
Well, needless to say, I know steampunk Becky Lynch.
Yes.
When she started.
I mean Becky Lynch, not Bailey.
Yeah, I know about
Yes.
that.
Karen Bailey.
I've seen a lot of the packages on YouTube.
Yes.
Like I watch a lot of the
Yes,
retrospects.
Yes.
Anyway, I do think this is something you brought up, and you were absolutely right because we had this discussion. Is she going to be a mentor to Lyra or go against her? And I think it's helping because I think this Monday Night Raw, she got a pop. She got a little bit more of a pop than normal.
Who, Lyra?
Yeah, she did.
I mean, as much as the plain white toast.
I would say Mark at least
she did.
Though. Her on the mic
yes.
was the best she's ever been since she got called up.
Which isn't saying much because it wasn't great.
No,
but even still,
you got to give credit where credit's due. I think this heel turn and her saying, "I'm the one who took out Bailey," and
which
then,
honestly, I was surprised they went that quickly with it.
Oh yeah, she was just like, "We're not going to."
I think it's like because after they just did the whole Jade thing, you can't go back.
Oh, I know, but
still,
still, how quick she was like. We don't need to do any investigations. I watched the videos because I did it.
Yeah, it was funny.
So here's my theory on this. And this is jumping ahead to backlash picks, but whatever. I think they're gonna like the cool thing would be to put her and Bailey together and say that they were conspiring together to do this. Like Bailey really never got hurt. It was just this big thing of.
I don't know.
I think
Bailey
I don't think
and
they're
Becky to be like, and then in some turn connect Charlotte to it, and do like a veterans versus rookies kind of thing,
or kind of bring back to four horsewomen,
like bring back them and be like, we're the established, we are the ones that started all this, and who are you, Tiffany Stratton's, Lyra Valkyria's, Jade Cargill's,
basically what John Cena is doing as he's the
going out the door, but do it more of a instead of it like. I've had this issue for 25 years, be like, we're the ones that started this whole thing, and you guys need to recognize who we are, and not just, act like we're just here.
We're not just legends sitting on the back shelf.
Yeah, we're not like going to be just here to promote you guys. We're also still able to do stuff.
Well, anyway, needless to say, a lot of heel turning in the last couple months, especially right now.
They're resetting everything.
They are
redoing everything.
But like, it's fun. I'm here for it. I like the heel turn because I think it's helping. Lyra out. I think, like Josh said, I think it's the best she's ever been for on the mic. She's super talented. I think she needs that push, and I think this is a good push for her. We'll see if it happens.
See if you can teach personality.
Okay. Needless to say, I think she did a good job.
Can you improve on plain white toast?
I think
it's called peanut butter.
Yeah, it's got.
But I mean, can she break out of this?
It's called confidence. I think if she can have the confidence from the audience,
it's not even confidence though. It's just like her whole like gimmick is just what? You're a bird.
Yeah, but I think
Like,
now if you
what
have a
is the-
push, needless to say, we can argue back and forth. We will have to see how it plays out. I'm just saying it's a good start to move momentum for her. That's it.
I guess.
I think
I don't know. It seems kind of just
personality-wise, she doesn't seem like she has the confidence that boosts, and I think this has to give it to her. I kind of feel like if this doesn't, she might fade away. I feel like this has got to give her something.
I feel like, and I kind of like said this to Claire last night, but kind of also like, it's like, how many more chances is this girl going to get to
But
be
she's
like
still-
propped up as like the person? Like in NXT,
This
she
is
was
the
a
fir-
champion.
Yeah, but this is the
and
first
she
time
did the
here.
same thing like she said last night. She wrestled Becky in NXT.
Yes.
And won the belt from Becky.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be the thing that was going to like push her out in front of everything.
But she got to WWE,
and she kind of just
so it
sat
must
there.
have.
But she was.
But I think
honestly,
she's kind of
she
going.
was better
she's
in
kind of like
NXT though.
being brought through on her skill in the ring,
Yes.
and not so much her skill on the microphone.
But is that a problem with her, or is that the problem with her development?
right.
Because usually,
No, I think it's not a problem with
but that's what
development.
I'm
I think
saying
it's just her problem. The issue is her skill is really far out exceeding her personality. Like her skill, like I don't like make this comparison, but it's very similar. Like in the ring wise, like Chris Benoit, besides other stuff, in ring he was amazing. You hand him a microphone, you didn't want to listen to it. It was like painful.
Yeah.
He could not talk on a microphone.
But
And she has that same kind. Like she has amazing skill, amazing mat skills, amazing technical skills. She can flip, she can fly, she can do all those things. Hand her a microphone, it like just like she needs a manager. If there's any kind of person, like she's the kind of person that needs a manager. Like Rusev when he first came in, the reason why Lana got involved is he couldn't talk on the microphone because he was Bulgarian, had a very thick accent, had a tough time with English language. Shinsuke Nakamura, same kind of thing. Amazing talent, not so well on the microphone. Io Sky's like now starting to get past that,
Yeah.
but it's like that's the issue. It's like it's
I guess
more the foreign.
We agree with you.
wrestlers.
I think we're all on the same page here. I'm just saying I think last night showed improvement. That's all I'm saying.
It showed something.
But that,
He's
I
not
just
gonna.
don't-
But
He
no,
won't give it.
but again,
I think it was better. He
but
won't give it to her. but-
But again, is that a problem with her personally, or is that a problem with the old development system?
No, it's just an issue of her.
Because it sounds
her-
like she was better in NXT. From just going off of what I've,
I mean, I'll throw it out
I
there.
didn't
and
watch
this,
her in NXT.
This would be a hot take. I'm not big at hot takes, but this will be a hot take. I don't think Tiffany's great in the microphone either.
She's better than Lyra.
That-
Yeah,
again,
but I mean, she's
again,
not
Mark,
great.
But that's what I'm saying is that
But she
more
has
of
personality.
a personality personally,
No,
or
see,
is that
Tiffany's
other
able
devel-
to offset her bad miking, like bad
her
promo
bad
skills,
Promo skills, yeah.
with her appearance and her gimmick and her packaging. Whereas Lyra, on the other hand, her packaging with her gimmick of her being a bird doesn't.
She doesn't
like-
really. The only time you do the bird thing is when she walks out. It's not like
Because
she's doing like pecking motion. It's not like
No.
she
No, but I'm
pretends
saying,
to be
but
a
that's like
bird.
her-
Because her character
It's an Irish
thing,
thing.
I know.
is it's
it's
a
an Irish
thing
thing.
from folklore.
But it doesn't like
But
they
it
never
doesn't
have
seem
gone
to-
into
yeah.
it to explain it and like give the reasoning behind
Whereas
it enough
Tiffy is Barbie.
to make it.
Yeah,
Tiffany's
Tiffany
Barbie.
is
It's very
a-
recognizable. It's
Yeah.
very easy to hand off to the
So
audience.
it might not be that she's bad all around, but her gimmick isn't helping.
Her gimmick's
push her.
not helping push her along. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I think we spent way too much talking about
Well, no,
that.
but
I'm just saying.
it's
I think
good,
Josh
but
and
it's
me agree.
good discussion because
Yeah.
when you see guys down in like even at Blitzkrieg, you could go, that guy has a gimmick and it works.
Yeah.
Then you have other guys you could see going, he needs to fix something.
Yeah.
But to have it come all the way through NXT up to the main show, it's like what happened where
They
this
didn't
gimmick
lean into it
isn't-
as much on NXT as they do now. Or the bird thing.
Well,
Yeah.
the spotlight's more on her.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Is it because they're pushing the gimmick more that it doesn't seem to fit, or is it? Does she need someone to actually manage her?
She shouldn't have the belt. Is what it
Well,
boils
that
down
was
to.
we
Well,
going
we
back
all
to
agree, but
Yes.
I think this is going to help her.
Yeah.
I think that's all
If
I'm
she
saying.
loses this match to Becky, what do you do with her?
I don't think she loses this match. I think
but
she
then what do you do with
my other
Becky?
thought was
Becky can do whatever she wants.
But that was my other thought is.
And then like
Do you
then
have-
Liv
do
last
you
night
have her
just
lose
walk
it?
Like the Lee had the whole thing. It's like the continuation of these stupid things they do. They just literally had Liv say, "Hey, I'm going to go film a movie, but I'm a champion, but I'm just going to basically shut the
Take a
belt
week,
off
take
for
a month
a month
off.
and a half or whatever." And then
Which-
Dom be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do the same thing." They're like, "No, you're a champion. You can't leave."
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what? Because he didn't fill out the right paperwork. You
But
can't
the
shut
other
his
This is
belt
all
down.
part of
problem with
this.
that- No,
It
but
was
the
so
problem with that
stupid.
This is
is-
all
the other
pre-planned,
problem with
Mark.
that
You
is
know this.
There's at least another version of the belt he's wearing with the U.S. title. There is no other women's
There is no
tag
other
team
women's
title.
champion-
So how
tag
can
team
she take a
championship.
month off?
So just say, "Hey, okay, since you have to leave, you have
we're
to give
gonna
up
do
your
an
belt.
open. Yeah.
There's a reason.
We're
There's
stripping
probably-
you of the tag team belts.
There's probably a
and
reason
we'll
for
start
it.
a tournament, and then when you come back, you could win them back."
There's probably a reason for it. Maybe she's not gonna be gone that long.
No, she said she's
like
taking a month off
Yeah,
to
it's like a
film
month
movie.
and a half or
I
something
know.
like that.
I
So that
I
you're basically saying you're not going to have any women's tag title matches.
Not that anyone
for
would
a
notice
month.
anyways, but
I
But,
would.
but you know what I'm saying.
I need
I
my
know.
Liv Morgan, baby. Come on.
I know. You and Liv Morgan. I mean, it's gonna be the best month and a half of the year for me, but no month and a half without Liv Morgan screeching in my ear. That's gonna be great.
What
Stupid laugh.
what happened? It was weird because I watched it this morning, and during one of the commercial breaks, it just gave me a
Ludwig?
frame of
Ludwig
Ludwig.
Kaiser?
yeah,
No idea.
It did the same. Like it did it twice.
Yeah.
There was one other time where it
Yes.
showed another
Yeah.
portion of a match.
Yeah.
After when they introduced Becky Lynch coming back, it went to commercial, and then it just cut
Yeah.
to a split second of her walking.
Yeah.
And then went back to
Yeah.
ads and stuff.
At least the Becky Lynch thing, they did more of that on like online exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was talking as she was walking out.
Oh,
I saw the
gotcha.
video of that after.
But
the
Ludwig, like, no one knows. Like, I don't know what that was. I was like, was he
was
saying
that
something?
was that almost like remember when they did the first Raw at?
What's was he doing
the
a promo about
he was doing
himself?
That's what I'm
promo.
wondering
selling
if there was a
himself?
promo in there for when they. So
But
do they
Netflix
cut
was like,
those
that's not
promos
interesting,
out?
so we're just gonna cut it.
But that's what I mean. Is do they cut
So,
those promos out now
Hold
when
on.
you watch it?
I
later?
have an answer for both of you. On the WWE Reddit board,
Yeah.
someone saw the same thing and said,
Yeah.
"Hey, I watched this.
What's the
after
deal with that?"
What happened?"
Yeah.
Some folks were saying in the UK, because only in the US we have the commercials,
Yes.
that they place these promos in those spots,
Yeah.
Oh.
and that they saw the promo.
Yeah.
But
it's just him talking.
But a
about
lot of
himself.
people are like, but still, I watched it after the fact, and the commercials aren't there, and we just still saw this brief thing. And some people were saying they saw the promo,
Yeah.
but they weren't in the U.S.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I don't. It's
basically,
a
So,
technical-
so it might just be that's like what they put in.
Well,
to
'cause
fill the gap.
Remember,
Yeah.
they did that at the first
They did it
Raw.
in the first Raw when
with,
they had the
with Bailey and a couple of the people
commercials,
came
they,
out
like,
in the middle.
who
and
they are,
yeah.
kind of thing.
Yes, yes.
Because that's when Bailey did the thing about Michael Cole and,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah. But then,
So,
like,
yeah.
so is this was
A weird thing.
Ludwig Kaiser being I'm German.
Ludwig
Well, I
Kaiser.
wanted to know what was happening. If like, am I missing something? You know?
No, it's just Ludwig Kaiser saying I'm German and I'm dating Tiffany Stratton and you're not.
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
That's all he says. That's all he needs to say.
Anyway, Monday Night Raw was amazing this week and last week, and SmackDown with John Cena coming out, and now
Randy.
Oh my God, I'm ready for this for Backlash. I think
One
it's
last time.
awesome. I think we were talking before this week. I think John Cena is just going to go on a rampage. Win, and then something big's going to happen. But I feel like he's going to win at Backlash. That's what
Yeah.
I feel. As of now, things could change. We got to, it's May 10th.
Yeah, it's like next weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, my. We have to make our picks next week.
You do.
Yep. Yep. And you already have the 3 matches that
Yeah,
are on
we
there.
have 3
I
matches
know. We
already
already got.
announced,
We
yeah.
already got a bunch of matches.
Lyra, Becky.
But again, getting
yeah.
back to the Lyra thing, I'm almost wondering if it does happen where they have her drop it to Becky, is it to have her drop it to Becky to push her more, or to make the belt more relevant?
Going off
Either
the U.S.
or.
title, I think they're just gonna I don't think she'll. I don't know. I think Bailey's gonna come out and cost Becky the belt.
Let's talk about this next week.
We'll talk about next week.
but it's just,
yeah.
I don't want to hear Mark's theories. They'll get stuck in my head, and
Yes.
I will.
what did you guys think of the Sami Zayn stuff?
Oh, the Sami Zayn stuff with give him the offer. It was very Godfather-like,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, it
I'm
was
going to give you an offer you can't refuse.
Yes.
I will push you right up against John Cena if you take this offer. It was good. I liked the match at the end. I'm like, how are they going to end this?
Yeah.
It was kind of fun to start the show off with this big
it's the
thing
thing
and
that
end
kinda,
it.
like,
It was nice.
to establish Rollins as a heel. And
Rollins,
say that all this that he was doing, that all the things he had to do have turned him into the bad guy.
Seth Rollins going heel yet again, talking
now
about
he's-
people going heel.
So now it's like,
And Braun Breaker?
What Sammy was saying was like, the things you fought against,
Yes,
you're
you're-
now becoming.
Yes.
So basically, Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
And Braun Breaker coming in being the
Yes. Being as heavy.
we already know
Being his Solo Sokoa.
he's been in
No, his werewolf.
Well,
he started last year, and it was kind of fun because when I started watching wrestling, he was new.
Yeah.
Just to watch him go right up.
Yeah.
And now he's like side
Yeah.
by side
Yeah.
with Seth Rollins. Now, a part of me feels like down the road
They're going to add more guys to this.
that
It's not gonna be
Braun
just the two of
Breaker
them.
is kind of like a wild card.
Yes.
I could see him turning on
Yes.
Seth or somebody, like something. Because
Yeah.
did you see it at the end? He's in the corner, and Seth Rollins is yelling at him. He's grabbing by the face. and
Well, he
he's
was
like,
telling him, like, you
yeah.
gotta, like, respect people.
yeah.
And then-
And a part of me is just like, I wonder
Yeah.
if down the line this could, like,
well, that was,
push
like,
him.
Seth's turn. Like,
Yeah.
if you saw, like, the thing, like,
Yes.
Seth was like, just take the offer. You're my friend. I want to help you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, now he's like, why won't you just listen to me and do what I want you to do?
Yeah, yeah.
So now I have to take you out.
It's that whole.
I love
It's that
Sami
whole
Zayn.
thing of you're. It's the. I don't want to say it, but it is. It's that Seth mentality.
Yeah.
You know, Sith. Seth.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you're either with me or you're against
Yeah.
me.
Against me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the worst part of the whole night?
What?
Logan Paul going against Jey Uso.
Oh
for the
my
belt?
god.
Oh,
Like, why? Why does beating AJ Styles at
Give you
WrestleMania
yeah.
warrant you now being the #1 contender for?
isn't that going to be next week?
No, it's like probably gonna have a backlash.
Oh, Backlash. I
It
think it's gonna
feels like
happen.
they're setting it up to be a backlash.
like-
Oh, because
thing.
he slapped
he punched him.
He slapped
punched
him
him with his loaded hand.
But at the end, in
But he
one
had
of
a
the
hand surgery
segments.
like 20 years ago, so his hand's now bionic for some reason.
No, he's got the knuckles.
He's got a titanium plate in his hand.
I want titanium make my leg.
But if you
I
had a
kick you in the
titanium
face, that
plate
mean
in
you're
your
gonna knock
hand,
you out?
it would be here,
Yeah.
not here.
Yes,
So you're punching
exactly.
people. You'd have to punch people like that.
Yes.
I still think
Do
it's
like backslap them.
that's going to be a backlash. That's going to be a backlash
Yeah.
thing. I
But
think.
but still, why is Logan Paul even there?
What warranted Logan Paul being brought up to #1 contender status? That's my thing.
Yeah.
Because I
He
don't
beat
know.
AJ
He
Styles,
beat AJ Styles. AJ
who hasn't
Styles
done
had nothing
anything
to do with
in
anything.
3 years. It's like
It'd be like giving Karrion Kross a title match.
Oh my God! Cross showing up with the Sami Zayn hairdo, and he's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" And like,
why isn't Karrion Kross good against Logan Paul?
Yeah.
they got to do that. I think when he wrestled not that long ago for the first time, and I've seen him wrestle because he's just been the guy behind the curtain. I was like, man,
Karrion Kross is a good wrestler.
he
Especially
is
after
good.
WrestleMania,
Oh,
he did that promo.
oh,
You've have it set up to do.
yeah,
It's out there.
yeah.
You have that matchup.
It wasn't even a
between
promo.
him,
It was just him going off
but
at the
him
mic.
and Logan Paul. That's like a given. Just use it.
Yeah,
Lean into it.
I agree. It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
But
He
we're-
needs to be on the mat in the ring more, unless
Yes.
whatever he's doing.
All this weird.
Unfortunately,
doing this-
unfortunately,
These weird
I'm
puppet
worried. I'm
master
worried
things.
with
Yeah.
the Logan Paul shit.
He doesn't want
Sorry
to do
about it. The Logan Paul stuff. I'm wondering if it has more to do with whatever contract was signed before this. That he
Yeah, I don't
gets
know.
some
I don't think that
premier
has anything.
matches but there's no reason he hasn't done anything to warrant.
I mean, if anything,
title
like there's a part of me that hopes, there's like a Karrion Kross connection to this down the road, where Karrion Kross is going to come in and cost Logan Paul the championship. Or
it's weird because
I know I'm using a lot of a lot of people interfering things, but
Cross, he's been trying to manipulate folks. It hasn't been working. But he was trying to do AJ Styles.
Yes.
Now Sami Zayn, he was like, oh,
Even
always been
Seth.
him and Sami Zayn thing's always been hovering.
But-
since even back when they were
Bloodline.
he was with when he was in the Bloodline, when he was with when Karrion Kross was with Miz and
Yeah.
Authors of Pain, like in that time frame, they were.
Well, I'm just saying.
Sami
Recently,
Zayn
though,
and all
he's
that.
doing this like evil doppelganger on everybody,
Yes.
looking
Dresses
like
the hair and
them. The
everything.
hair,
He did the
everything.
same thing with Seth too.
yeah.
He's like the bad, like angel on your shoulder
Yes.
kind of
He
thing.
Yes.
wants people to be the bad guy.
Yeah, he's
But-
trying to like bring the bad out of everybody.
When will it stick? Like he's gonna do it to somebody.
Well, he got Seth. Turned Seth
Technically.
into a bad guy.
Oh, is that you think that's what it
And
was?
didn't he even talk to Braun too?
Yeah, he kind of did when Braun, like earlier when they were just
When,
starting
is
to
the
set up for
when he had the Intercontinental title, wasn't it?
Yeah, when he had Intercontinental title, he got to him.
Okay.
Maybe
So this
Karrion
is
will be
long.
the third
This
guy
could
in
be
there.
this could be like the
Maybe.
long term burn
Yeah.
of
The long-term storytelling.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he needs to do something.
Yeah.
He does. He was fantastic
Yeah.
when he finally wrestled. Not that long.
Yeah,
like
no,
a couple
he's a
weeks
great
ago.
wrestler. He just doesn't. They just don't ever find anything. He's always kind of like hovering in the background.
Yeah, yeah. It'd be fun to see him up against Drew McIntyre. I think that would be a good match.
Yeah, they've been
They kinda-
different brands now. So
No, I understand, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
they both have that
But
same.
also the one thing you gotta be careful with Logan Paul is he can't fly to many places anymore.
yes,
He just got banned from Egypt.
yes. But good thing
Well,
it's
good.
happening in St. Louis, so shouldn't really affect it.
No, but the
he's gonna
thing,
get his gold star and his license,
I can't- I
license and he
just-
can't travel.
Yeah.
I had to bring that up because like, how do you? He's now been banned from 2 separate countries.
Well,
Well,
okay.
good. More
Good for him.
countries ban him, the
He
less
should be banned from America. That would solve that problem.
we'll have him deported.
Yeah.
All right. Anywho,
Anyway,
wrestling's
moving
on
Anywho's
fire. I'm loving it. We will go over our backlash picks next
week.
Holy,
It all begins again. Then, like 3 weeks after that, it's the
that belt's gonna be mine.
So
that doesn't go away till the end of the year.
I
you
know
said.
it does.
So for a whole year, I have this.
Yes, but
I suggested doing it like right out of the gate. Like whoever wins each PLE
Month.
takes it.
no, I think this is your belt.
All right, fine by me.
But I'm suggesting.
Means I get the coast for a year.
Brian, no, I remember Brian was suggesting having a
He wants to get
title
another belt,
and
yes.
then a monthly belt.
So if
So-
I like retain, I get the big belt.
right.
So at the end of this season 2, which would be WrestleMania 42,
Correct.
we will we'll go and buy the nice $300 one. We'll go split skis if you want.
Okay.
We'll get the nice one. Then that will be the belt.
I didn't agree to this.
I mean, split skis could be like $100 each.
Yes,
There's 3 of us.
yes.
Not $150.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. If the 3 of us go,
Yeah.
that's $100
All right,
each.
That's not as bad.
But
You know those ones online, they have those special ones you can get
yeah,
custom made.
the way I envision it is season 2,
Yes.
WrestleMania 42, the winner gets the brand new belt.
Yes.
And then
they get
this,
that for a year. And then this
will
one's
be
a
the monthly PLE belt.
PLE belt.
So if
gotcha.
you
This is like the Intercontinental Championship.
yes, so for this year alone,
TV
Mark
title.
gets it.
The TV title, if you will.
But then it will bounce
I was just about
around.
to say it's more of a TV title because
yeah.
it's
Defended all the time.
It's defend, and so whoever after like Backlash, if you got the most points, that belt's yours for the month into the next PLE, and then so
And
forth.
you have it
Just keep it
with
like I
you
usually
for
am.
every show.
It'll be
yeah.
fine.
So
Yeah. All right.
all right,
Okay.
that's what I was thinking.
I also do think it's funny that it sort of worked out that we're in time with the 42 season 2.
Yes,
We planned that.
That
we.
no, I'm just saying it's sort of funny how that worked out.
It is funny how it worked. That was
It is. Hilarious, even. Moving on.
I'm laughing in the inside.
I'm
Last
laughing
of
on
Us
the
2.
inside.
Speaking of 2s,
Well, we can talk about that or Star Wars Celebration.
Matt, mute. Can someone mute that guy?
Let's do Star Wars Celebration.
Star Wars Celebration
A
happened
bunch of stuff got
the same weekend as WrestleMania. So we
bunch of-
kind of had to put it on the back burner. It was in Japan, so it was even more on the back burner because everything was announced like at 3 o'clock in the morning our time.
yes,
So we did not see anything until after it was all announced.
yes.
But yeah, some stuff.
You want me to just go through and we
Yeah,
can
some
talk?
big things were announced.
Star Wars Visions Volume 3
Yes.
got released.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
I haven't watched past Volume 1.
Their Vision 2, season 2 was really good.
I should jump into
There was
those.
one, was that season 1 or season 2? They had like a Asian
the samurai one.
samurai one.
I think that was the first one.
amazing.
Was that the one with the umbrella lightsabers?
Yes.
That was the first season.
Was it the first
Yeah,
season?
that was the first.
Oh.
I think so, yeah.
It was set in that same world
Yeah.
where the Night Sister was? The same planet?
Dathomir or the other one?
No, it took place like in the one where they find her.
Oh yeah.
And he gets the staff, the Beskar staff.
Oh, the tree planet.
Yes.
So that was announced.
Where you first see Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Star Wars Visions presents The Ninth Jedi.
Ooh.
A longer form stories from Star Wars Visions are in the works, starting with a continuation of Kara's story from The Ninth Jedi and Child of Hope.
Ooh.
So those must be 2 episodes from that
Yeah,
series.
yeah.
This is something I'm interested in. Not only are we getting a book, but we're getting season 2, which I should really watch season 1, is the ILM Magic documentary series.
Oh, yes, one about the Star Wars, making the movies.
They're doing a season 2.
Oh, that was amazing.
And we're also
great.
getting a 50th anniversary book.
Ooh.
50 Years of Innovation.
Wow.
That will be coming out November 5th.
Nice.
I'm sure it's probably one of those big coffee table
Coffee table
books.
books, yeah.
Yeah.
Which would be cool.
Star Wars loves their coffee table books.
They do.
I own a lot of them.
Yes.
And the thing is, it's like, well, I have no room for these.
I have no coffee table.
I have no coffee
You gotta
table.
get more coffee tables.
I need more coffee
Well,
tables.
if you had a coffee table book that turned into a coffee,
coffee table.
you put more books on top of that.
Yeah.
Shut up, Kramer.
Okay.
And you make more coffee table books, and then you kind of like stack them like Russian dolls.
Yes. Also, Star Wars is going to be in Fortnite.
Yes.
Not
Everything's in
anybody,
Fortnite.
Yeah,
Everything's
skins,
in
yeah.
Fortnite.
Everything's in Fortnite.
WWE is in Fortnite.
Mariah's getting married in Fortnite. That's how much she's in Fortnite.
Oh my lord. They did announce. I was kind of hoping for a new Star Wars Jedi Survival game because they have 2 out. There's supposed to be a 3rd one, but they
Yeah.
announced Star Wars Zero Company. I watched the
Yes.
trailer. I'm not a big it's a strategy game. It's kind of like a turn-based strategy game.
Gotcha. Like a Final Fantasy used to be kind of thing.
No, this is more like a SOCOM. So like you have, it's like
I'm way less interested now.
you're looking down like this.
Remember Francie was really into that game.
Yeah, and
I
you could
tried,
be like,
it was painful.
Oh,
I
like
want my
the
characters to go here and
Yeah.
here
The
and
Halo,
here.
the Halo one, whatever the Halo one was, that type of
yeah.
Not my favorite.
Not
I was
not my cup of tea,
I
if
was-
you will.
kind of hoping for a new Star Wars Jedi game.
Well,
Hopefully the 3rd one will be coming out soon enough.
yeah. Give it time.
Andor season 2 premiered
Yes.
already
First
this
3
week.
episodes already dropped. 3 more tomorrow?
tonight,
Tonight.
Tuesday.
Yes. You thinking today's Monday?
Yeah,
A new season of Rebuild the Galaxy
that's the Lego one.
will
Yeah, it's a
feature Lego
kids.
brickheads.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, it's a kids. It's for
It's a kid-
Legos. Yeah.
Well,
Kid show.
it's pretty funny because like it's literally they just
Well, they had like a
Redo
set
everything.
where you could do it was TIE
Darth
Fighter
Jar Jar
and
and-
X-Wing, and you could like switch the wings on it and stuff, and
and it was also Darth Jar Jar
yeah,
and
it's like fun. They had like a
late
dark Millennium Falcon.
Beach Luke and
Yeah, they had a dark Millennium, like a black Millennium Falcon. It was just like a
Nice.
ways to make more money.
So this is something we were talking about before we started the show.
Yes.
And I make the joke that I'll see it when I believe it.
yes.
But as of right now, Star Wars Starfighter comes to theaters May 28th, 2027,
Yes.
which is going to be
Which
Ryan
seems like
Gosling.
a long way away.
It
It
is
really
a-
is not.
It is, and Sean Levy.
It's only,
it's only
2 years
2
away.
years.
That's not that far.
That is far.
It's
That's
around the
not-
same time as
in-
the big
in movie-
Avenger
in-
movies will be happening.
In movie
so
times,
it's
that's
like
not
it's like next
far.
week. Yeah.
I wish it's still a long ways away.
Yeah.
But supposedly they're going to be filming it this year.
Yeah. Start the end of this year.
So
yeah.
post production must be already in full swing.
Or pre-production even.
I'm sorry, pre-production, not post. Who the hell knows? I will be amazed if this comes out because every Star Wars celebration they announce a new movie and it doesn't happen. Now I think
Well, the fact that they have actors assigned like a part of it.
well last year they
and
announced
there's a script.
they announced the Rey
That's like a
movie
part of it.
that has been
well,
done. The only movie that is coming out
What do you-
is the
they
Brian,
didn't announce it.
they did
didn't have a
announce
Star
it.
Wars
No,
celebration
Brian,
last
they
year.
did.
didn't. No,
yes
They
they
They had
did.
a
announced
Star Wars
the-
celebration last year.
but they didn't announce
The Rey
movie
was
being
announced
done.
last year.
No.
No,
They
they
had
announced the
Daisy
plans.
Ridley
They
come
didn't-
out on
Yeah, but
stage.
they didn't announce the actual.
Yes, they
They
did.
said they were in development.
It was in
Yes.
development.
Wasn't
She came out. The
being-
director came out. They said
Yeah.
we're working on it. I'm just saying
Well, I guess
it
somebody
was
working on it.
announced. No, it has been.
Oh, man, you don't know that.
Quietly disappeared.
You don't know that.
Just like half of the Star Wars movies. I'm excited for Mandalorian because we actually saw footage. And I was
Mandalorian
like,
Grogu is basically done. Like they're just post-production on it.
well, a lot of post-production.
Yeah.
They just showed footage that they had finished.
Yes.
Now that movie comes out
Next year
in May.
Yes.
I'm always wondering, why do these guys fail the fact that a Star Wars movie could come out, if it's going to come out in May, put it on Star Wars Day? I just, come on.
Because next year it'll be a Monday. You put movies out on Mondays.
I understand, but that weekend, make it a whole Star Wars thing would be so cool.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's also, I'll say this. I love Star Wars on Christmas break. I don't know why I associate a Star Wars movie coming out around Christmas time.
It's never happened, so I don't know why you think that.
All last 3 movies came out at Christmas.
I know, but that's like the first time.
Yeah, but they all did very well.
Before that, they were all like summer movies.
Yeah, the prequels came out in the summer.
Even the original movies were like in the summer.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
Because 3 movies came out around that time
I think
frame.
it worked. It was nice. So have something to look forward to.
Which then you ended up complaining about. They were putting movies out every year at Christmas time.
No, they didn't. The problem was that then they put Rogue One at Christmas time, and it worked. Solo came out in May, and it flopped comparatively to the rest of the films. Yeah. Well, they oversaturated.
Nothing makes you happy.
That was my complaining, and they already did.
You're just unhappy.
They oversaturated Star Wars.
Nothing's going to satisfy you. They could put a movie out on. They could put a movie out a year on around May 4th, and you'd be like, I understand why they put all these movies out yearly around May 4th.
That's not my complaint.
Like they could put them out at Christmas time.
My complaint was
then they put them at Christmas time. You'd be like, you know what they should do?
No, I would be ecstatic. I love Star Wars Christmas movies. I want Star Wars back in the theater. I'm kind of over Star Wars shows. I want Star Wars movies. I want them in the theater. I'm excited for Mandalorian. I'm excited for that. This Starfighter, if it happens, I'm excited.
So we've come to full circle then.
What?
Because you were around the time of Solo on the let's stop with the Star Wars movies.
Because they were putting one
Too many
out
Star Wars movies.
every
Now
year.
you're come full circle to back to, you know what I want? Movies in the theater.
Yes.
So there you go. So the cycle has become complete.
Also,
my complaint, let's go
Brian-
back. My complaint was that they were putting too much out and it oversaturated the market, and it did.
We literally just said you want a Star Wars movie every year on Christmas.
I never said every year on Christmas.
You just-
Those words never came out of my mouth. I said I miss having them come out around Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
I don't want something every year. I want, if they're going to put a Star Wars movie
So
out.
how much time in between movies do you want?
I think
Because
2 to
we're
3.
going to send this to Disney. So
I
they
think
can
2 to 3 years is
2
good.
to 3 years? All right.
Is good.
All right. Let me type this over to
Dear Walt Disney.
Dear Bob Iger.
Dear
so Brian, but
Kathleen
again,
Kennedy.
Brian
2 to 3
Kozowski
years.
wants you to
Okay, that's when the Ryan Gosling movie is supposed to come out. It's in 2 or 3 years.
There you go.
2027.
So you're going to have 2026, you're going to have Grogu. 2027, you're going to have Starfighter.
Cool. Let's do it.
That's
But
2 years in a row.
But again, the Rey movie is still happening. It's just it was supposed to come out. It's still
It got pushed.
No, it didn't get pushed. The writer left the project.
Oh, okay, so it's not coming out anytime soon.
No, but it's in the writing process. And when it was first announced in 2023, because I looked it up, it was supposed to be the next movie.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It was
Right,
supposed to
but
be the
it's
next
still
movie.
it hasn't been killed.
All right. Well.
No, I'm
we'll
just
see where it
saying.
goes.
You had said that it was shut down. It hasn't been shut down. They're just
All right. So it's in a cryo chamber.
Yeah.
We'll say.
Yes.
It's on hold.
Yeah.
We'll say holding pattern.
Which I agree with you. A lot of their stuff has gone to a shelf to wait.
Yes. A lot of
But-
stuff
yes.
has.
Yeah, but again with the Rogue Squadron stuff, like I mentioned before, it just that sounded like it didn't fit with the overall story that they were going for.
Yeah.
So that's why I have a
knows?
feeling this one, at least with Starfighter, whatever you want, if that's the actual official name.
Yeah.
Is it?
It is the official
Okay,
name.
I wasn't paying attention, so.
We couldn't know.
I mean, listen, Sean Levy, he has done great work. All his past
Deadpool
movies are
Wolverine.
good. Deadpool Wolverine.
The 2 Deadpool movies.
Free Guy.
Free Guy.
He didn't do the Deadpool movies.
He did
only-
Deadpool 2, didn't he?
No. No, he's only did Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh.
He did Free Guy. He did the other
that's
one
right,
with
that's
Ryan
right.
Reynolds
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the kid.
Yes. Yes.
And Ryan Gosling is awesome. So I have
Yeah.
high hopes. My hopes are high. Seeing the Grogu, did you see the Mandalorian footage?
No, I do not want to see the Mandalorian footage
Look good.
until it's official.
Oh, Adam Project.
Adam Project. Thank you.
That was a good movie on Netflix.
It was official footage. Someone just recorded on their phone
Yeah,
and
no, I
posted
wanna
it.
see
No,
that
I'm not going to
actually.
watch that.
I don't want to see that.
Anyway, it was good.
This from the guy who's like, I don't want to see anything until it's the thing, until like right as I walk in the theater, I don't want to see anything. I saw footage. Someone took a phone and
I saw a
filmed
guy
it.
sitting in his phone
Someone
filming
was
it.
in a phone, had it on his crotch, just pointing up at the screen.
It was actually pretty good footage.
Made a really good phone.
He did. I think he was shooting it on the iPhone 19. I
Yeah.
don't even know.
Oh,
He was in his pants,
Sean
so
Levy
whatever.
was also Night at the Museum.
Yes.
Yes.
And then Mandalorian and Grogu comes out May 22nd, 2026.
Gotcha.
And Ahsoka just started filming.
Yes.
Yes.
Ahsoka season 2.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm actually looking forward to the two movies more than anything. I mean,
There you
personally, I'm excited for those.
Nice.
Um,
Well, you didn't watch Rebels, so you have no reference for Ahsoka.
no, Ahsoka,
Ahsoka needs homework.
I'm
Like,
dropping
out.
out.
Need to have seen things to get what's going on.
Listen, do you love it? I'm happy for everyone who loves it. It's just not for me.
I enjoyed it. It wasn't great, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I don't like again, I go back to the thing of I don't like just stopping the show in the middle without like having a actual cliffhanger. Just like stopping in mid.
Ahsoka?
Yeah.
Well, Ahsoka did that.
Like Daredevil, same thing. Just like
Yes.
stopped in the middle with no reason.
Ahsoka felt like
I felt like there was like 3 more episodes that you were supposed to be watching, but
Ahsoka felt like
it
there was so
another whole
much.
setup
Yes.
season.
It felt like we wasted so much time,
To
and
get
then when
to
everything
nowhere.
ramped up,
Yeah.
it just ended, and I'm like, what was the point of all that?
Yeah.
That could have been told in one episode.
yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
spent so much time
Yeah.
doing nothing.
Yeah.
Again, this is the I don't know why this mentality became a thing, but it's like let's set up the whole story and then attach it to a movie.
Yeah.
It's like no, just do the story, but
Yeah.
everything has to be attached somewhere to something else.
Yes. So it is what it is.
It is
Because
what
like
it is.
all this stuff is like Ahsoka.
Whatever.
No, but I'm just saying, like with the Grogu Mandalorian movie, there's supposed to be so much other stuff that's either coming into that movie to be
Yes.
expanded on,
Even
or
before all this
starting
happens,
it.
we have Tales of the Bounty Hunter coming out on Sunday.
Now, what is that? Animated? What is
That's
that?
animated.
But the story of Cad Bane and one of the
As Ventress.
yeah,
Interesting. I might check that out.
which are going to be amazing.
Well, I've already sunk 50 hours into Outlaws. I absolutely love it.
But then you would like the Bounty Hunters because that's
Yeah.
basically
When you go to Tatooine in this game and you're like, oh my God, I know where everything is.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in the movie. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Outlaws is fantastic. And the score, it's like you feel like you're in a Star Wars movie. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it so much. So yeah, I might check that out. Now, is it more kid? Is it oriented? Is it focused
No.
at anybody, or is it
Yeah.
kids, or more adults, or
it's more
kinda-
adult, I would
Okay.
think.
more
All right.
because it's based off the Tales of the Jedi, the
Yeah.
Tales of the Sith.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yes.
know,
Speaking of Sith, Josh, they also announced Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord.
Yes.
Interesting.
Which is a cartoon.
Yes.
Yes.
And Sam
Animated.
Whitmere
Is coming back
is
as
coming
Darth
back
Maul.
to do the
Yes.
voice.
He was Darth Maul in Clone Wars and in Rebels. Yes.
And he actually was the guy in the Star Wars Force
Awaken.
games.
Awakens, yes.
Not the Force Awakens, but the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Force Unleashed.
Force
Force
Unleashed.
Unleashed.
He was
Yeah.
the main character.
Yes.
Yes.
He's great.
He was
And
great.
he's a huge Star Wars nerd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
He
Talk about a game that
made
should be remade
a
in a newer-
Filoni go, oh God, when
Yeah.
he pulled out Star Wars knowledge. Even Filoni
Yeah.
was like,
But
I
talk
didn't-
about like a game that needs to be remade.
Oh,
or
yeah.
relaunched in the new generation.
well,
Force Unleashed.
that's stuff that was made before Disney took over, so I don't know if they would allow
no,
that.
but he's just
But
saying.
still,
But-
that'd be those are great games.
They are. they're fantastic. That's why I love the Jedi Survivor stuff.
But it was very EU.
Yes.
Well, you could do stuff in that game, the DLC.
Yeah.
You could kill people. My favorite was you could kick the Ewoks. You could kill the Ewoks.
Yes.
You could play the alternative endings where like the bad guy wins.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
You get to choose if you're gonna go good or bad.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Also, there's going to be a Thrawn manga. It's going to be coming out. New Star Wars manga, novels, art books will be phase 3 of the High Republic, which are interesting. Some new Star Wars Black Series figures will be coming out.
Yes, as there always are.
There's always are. Also, I know you mentioned to me some new Lego sets.
Yes, a lot of new Lego sets.
Now, which I'm interested
coming out on May 4th, 2 new helmets.
Yep.
Kylo Ren and AT-AT driver.
Kylo Ren, I like his helmet.
Yeah.
Now, which version? Is it the clean or is it the one with the
clean?
The clean?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I might want to get that. Yeah. Now, are they still...
And Jango Fett's ship.
Yeah.
Pre-Boba Fett repainting it.
So it was blue.
Yeah, so it's like green and yellow and blue and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I want to get the Kylo Ren helmet. That's I think what I want to do.
Yes, that's out there. What was the other one? I knew there was one other one that I was like, ooh, I want to get that. A K2SO they're doing like a full size like R2D2.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be dropped out between Chopper is getting a regular astromech droid size. It's like full size like R2D2s.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're doing the Star Wars like the Marvel logo.
I like that.
The Star Wars one looks really cool.
That's cool.
Oh, Jango Fett helmet. That's another one.
Okay.
So Jango Fett's helmet, Kylo Ren's helmet. There's Kylo Ren's.
That's cool. That looks like a fun build. How much is that? 80? 70?
70. They're full 70.
That's not bad.
And the helmets are usually pretty good price at like 60, 70.
I like the helmets because they're good. You can display them easily, and they're not that expensive.
Yeah.
They're kind of a sweet spot for
There's
me.
the AT-AT driver one. That one looks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh my. Exactly.
Oh
when
my.
I first saw it, I'm like, oh my.
That is a cool one.
Yeah.
Man.
That's like the TIE Fighter.
Yes.
But different colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
It's like Sophie's choice over here.
Yeah.
What do I pick?
So.
Do I butt both? What do I do?
Yeah.
But like even like the Black Series stuff, like they're even going to I can't remember his name now, but the guy who plays Uncle Iroh in the Last Airbender, he's got his own figure now, and they're going into like a lot of the ancillary characters stuff now, which looks really cool.
Yeah.
There's another. I didn't even know this was announced, and now I'm super excited. Star Wars Outlaws is getting a story pack, A Pirate's Fortune, which will actually take place after you finish the main campaign. So I will be definitely getting that, which is great. Monopoly Go, Star Wars, a Star Wars rival. Monopoly Go must be a mobile game.
Oh, Monopoly Go. It's just probably like a board and figures and dice.
And then Mark, first look at K2SO Lego set. Did you see that?
That's what I was talking about.
That's what I was talking about, Brian.
Well, you didn't show me.
K2SO is the one from Rebel.
Yes.
Or Rogue One.
From Rogue One. And he's going to show up in Andor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
they end up teaming up at that.
And now that Daredevil's over, I'm going to get back into Andor. Because it's also tough time. It's so hard to have. You just
say goodbye to yesterday.
You just don't have enough time for everything.
Yeah.
For the young ones, Young Jedi Adventures Season 3 was announced.
Yeah.
And then coming to Meta Quest for people who have that, Star Wars Beyond Victory, which will have it'll have the Darth Vader game. I believe it'll have the Star Wars Celebration game.
Yes.
And something else. I know 2 of them are on VR for PlayStation, and I think Meta Quest is getting this whole little collection. But that's pretty much the big.
Yeah, that's all the big stuff. Yeah.
No, you forgot, Brian.
What did I forget?
You forgot all the Acolyte stuff, Brian. Oh, the Acolyte books that are coming up, Brian.
All right, I don't care. Do we want to waste our time talking about the Acolyte?
No, but it just...
No.
I still think it's funny that they're still pushing...
This is where
But it's so weird because it's not like it's current, like, storyline stuff. They're going before.
Yeah. I'm literally at StarWars.com, and that was everything on the list. I didn't skip anything.
I know.
Acolyte was not mentioned.
That's like the big joke
didn't
coming
mention
out
the
of
books
it.
in there. That's why I didn't mention the books. A lot of book stuff.
Yeah, the book thing was kind of condensed with the anime, with the manga.
So it's like there's just a lot of new books coming out.
Yeah,
but that's cool for people who like that stuff.
That's fine.
More power to you. Enjoy it.
Yes.
You enjoy reading boring stories. That's exactly what you want to do.
I think at this point, I've said it again. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I think at this point, there is literally so much Star Wars.
There's stuff for everybody.
There's stuff for everybody.
Which is great.
And you know what? If you like it, awesome. I don't like everything at this point.
We're all Star Wars fans. As long as we're all rowing the same direction, we're doing good.
Yeah, whatever. You enjoy what you enjoy.
Yeah, there's too much other BS going on in the world. Yeah. Enjoy your Star Wars.
Last of Us 2. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Last of Us 2, Season 2 and 3.
Episode 2, Season 2.
And Episode 3.
And Episode 3. We didn't talk about Episode 2 last week because I hadn't seen it yet. I have since watched it. It was traumatic.
It was.
I got emotional.
Yes, I cried. I knew it was coming.
Yeah. Episode 3 wasn't much better. I cried again.
Yes, a lot of crying.
I was like, damn you, show. Stop with this.
It
wasn't a good weekend to watch these things, by the way.
No, I know. I thought of that. I did not tell my wife what was happening.
Yeah.
She was kind of like, I kind of thought this might happen, but I can't believe they're doing it right now. Yeah. And I'm like, well, that's the whole story.
Game.
This story
happens
is about
the very beginning of the game.
Is about revenge, but she doesn't know anything about the game.
Yeah.
So then this episode was harder, emotionally.
Yes, because it's that aftermath.
And I thought they did an amazing job.
They did.
And I like where they're going. I like how they're sprinkling in other characters and other groups of people.
Yes.
That they're going to get into.
Yeah. I like the ancillary group they threw in there just to kind of give
the Seraphites.
Yeah, to give Ellie the connection.
Well, yeah, because you
to her being more mad at these people. Possibly.
You see a dead kid, and you're like,
the father-daughter.
Yeah, the father-daughter connection, but also you're like, these wolves, whoever they are,
we're just killing people just to kill people.
And then at the end of the episode, you see the whole wolf army.
Yes,
which is something which is so cool, because it's way more than they just think it's a group of 4 or 5 people. Now you played the game.
I have not. So this is how we go about this.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the wolf army is a major component to the second game.
Yes.
And you have to fight all these wolf soldiers.
You do in Seattle
to get through to
Abby,
the bigger story.
Yeah. I don't know how. Obviously, you have 2 girls. I think there's going to be probably a little bit more sneaking, realistically.
Yeah. Well, they said that even showed that in the next episode trailer thing.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah. But, they do the whole subway scene where they go into the subway.
Yeah, there's
why you would go down into a subway.
They have
during a zombie apocalypse, but
I did like in episode 2 that they changed it up a little bit. In the game, it's Tommy and Joel that get caught with Abby and her gang. In this, it was Dina and Tommy. They really gave Tommy a nice story arc with the attack on Jackson, which is not in the game.
No.
But I thought the attack on Jackson was awesome. It was like a Game of Thrones level.
Very much, yeah. It very much gave and also gave a reasoning for why he was dragged out that direction as opposed to just taking Abby back to Jackson. Why would he go to this random cabin?
Well, yeah, because Abby tells him hey, we can go there. And,
in the game, how does that?
It's the same. Him and Tommy are out there, and they help. And there's a whole thing where they're escaping a horde of zombies, and you're basically helping Abby. And you end up they end up going to that spot.
Yeah.
But when his name is said by Tommy, that's when she's like, "Who?"
Oh.
And he introduces himself, and there's more I can help you get back. We have a place you can come back.
Yeah.
But then when she was like, I know who it is.
Yeah.
This is happening.
Yeah.
and it happens.
Yeah.
It happens the same way, except Tommy, they beat the crap out of Tommy,
Yeah.
and she destroys Joel.
Yeah.
This, they put Dina to sleep.
Yeah.
But the same thing happened, unfortunately. The
Yeah.
same way
Well,
happened. Yeah.
But there's like in the game, are the other people with Abby?
Yes.
Just as like,
They're all there.
what are we doing? Like, why is this?
They're not for it, but
Me
they're
too.
all there.
Yeah.
But the great thing, it's going to be very interesting.
Because all those people are going to die, I'm assuming.
I'm not going to give anything away. All I'm going to say is...
Because just the way that things, like, from playing other video games in my life, I kind of see how the story's going to go. Like, each one of these people are going to get picked off down the, like, it's going to be like a pecking order of people are going to get eliminated until you get to, like, the big boss, so to speak.
Game 2 is split into 2 seasons. Season 2 and Season 3, which has been announced.
Yeah.
The great thing about the game is the middle point of the game is a good stopping point, because Season 3 is going to really dive into Abby.
Yeah.
And you're going to go through her experience.
Yeah, because aren't you in the game, like, first half is Ellie, and then second half you're playing as Abby?
Yes. It makes you, like, you almost, then at the end you're like, oh my God, Abby's a great character.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh my God, even crazier things are going to happen. Now I don't even know what to feel. Like, it's like, it really tears you apart.
Yeah.
You're like, I like them both.
Yeah.
By the end of Season 3, if the writing is good and the actress is phenomenal, I think...
Is there a contingent of people who are not fans of that changed?
What?
That it went from Ellie to Abby, and then, like, you actually have feelings for Abby when you're, like, not wanting to have feelings for Abby?
The people who played the game love the game, but then there was a group of people who just hyper-focused on the death of Joel because it got leaked before the game came out.
Yeah.
And it got really toxic.
Yeah.
And people were threatening and doxing the woman who did the voice of Abby.
Yeah.
That's how bad.
Laura Bailey. It was Laura Bailey from
Laura
Critical
Bailey.
Role.
Role.
She literally had death threats against her.
Like,
Yeah.
this, unfortunately, this game was so divisive, but it was leaked, and that's all people cared about.
Aren't they now doing the same thing to the show? Because, like, the show's been, like
The show is already out. It's happened.
review bombed. But I'm saying,
It's been review bombed because people don't
review-bombed.
like the fact that Joel dies, but
Yes.
that's the crux of the story.
Yeah.
But also, Joel, no spoilers, but Joel will be coming back in flashbacks.
Yes.
And I think his spirit is in the show because even this episode, Ellie takes that role.
Yeah.
She's acting like Joel.
Now she's, like, in the front of the horse.
Yeah.
Now she's got the gun.
She's got the
right
gun. She's
thing.
got his
They
coat
talked
on.
about in the making of.
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that,
But I
But
think
it's very cool. And I like the thing how, like, I know I never played the game, but I watched the movie version of it.
Yeah.
Because I can't, because it's a PlayStation game.
Yeah.
So I can't play it.
Yeah.
Or I would if I had a PlayStation, but I'm not going to buy a system just to play one game.
I got you.
But, like, I love how they changed, like you were saying, Tommy was with him in the game, but now wasn't with him.
Yeah, because
So
they
you
gave
get,
him
like,
the
a
whole thing.
different experience of it, of Tommy having to be the one, like, him coming in and deciding he wants to clean his brother's body off
Yeah.
before burial kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, like, that whole thing, like,
That was a
giving
tough
him, like, the
scene.
one-man funeral like they talked about
Yeah.
in the making of portion, which is, like, yeah, it was very...
Oh, I was crying.
And Ellie go into the grave, and I was like, all right, you need to knock this off. This is not the weekend for this. I don't need this. I don't need this TV show.
It's tough.
Why?
The action's gonna get turned up. Things are
Yes.
gonna happen. We only have 4 episodes left.
Yeah.
I think they not Neil Druckmann, but the what's his name? The other guy there, Craig Mazin. He did say it would be 4 seasons to tell the complete story. So I think
Yeah, they'll do 4.
I think season 4 is going to be the final chapter of the game, because that final chapter is like, there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
And a lot of things happen. And I really don't feel like they need to just like,
Yeah, like they introduce Isaac next episode.
yeah, Isaac's coming in. He's going to have a bigger role in the game. He was barely in it.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to, like they said, he's going to have more.
The preacher from
But then the other thing is
Walking Dead.
What happens if they do make the third game?
No, they're not.
They officially said they're not making.
So
the third
Neil
game?
Druckmann, because Naughty Dog has a new game coming out, and actually the girl who was in Abby's party, the bald one, she's actually the lead in the newest game coming out. That's coming out next year. all he said was, once the show is done, our focus is on the new game, and I don't have any stories right now for part 3, so don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
That's all he said. And so he could be retiring, and if he retires, that's it.
Yeah.
But this part 2 has an ending.
Yeah.
So it's not like
You'd have to do more.
you would have to create a story. Why are we coming back?
Why would
Okay,
it be
that's
continuing?
The only reason I asked is because I've never played the games either, but everyone's been saying, "Oh, we need Last of Us 3. We need Last of Us 3 because
No.
Because everyone wants more.
Yes, everybody wants more.
It made it sound like it wasn't ended.
No,
If
there's
it's
an
ended,
ending.
then that's different.
So all his games have endings. Like Last of Us
Most
had an
games do.
ending. Yeah, they have endings. There's no continuation unless
Yeah.
you make a continuation. So it doesn't end on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
But it ends, and it's like
Yeah.
you're just like, wow.
Yeah.
So well, it's so fun to watch it with my wife. She's experiencing it for the first time.
Yeah.
There was a lot of crying this past weekend.
Yeah.
Like obviously, yeah, just dealing with the aftermath of everything.
Yeah. Like
but,
the scene in the bedroom was like, ugh.
with the
why?
coats.
Why?
I know.
Ugh.
And in the
Get out of
game,
here, show.
in the game, you do all that. You can walk around Joel's house, and
Yeah.
you do all that.
Yeah.
It's like
Ugh.
really crazy.
No, thank you.
And they do such a great job in the
Yeah.
show with the details because it's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's like wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been loving it. It's right. I want to see how this ends because I like this season because this is like I look forward to it every week, and I got to get into Andor. And how you loving?
Andor episodes 1 through 3 were great.
How long were they each?
Like 45 minutes.
Felt like a
It's
movie.
basically a
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, each 3 of them is like a movie.
Now I heard, I did watch like a kind of review, non-spoiler, no spoilers, but like 1 was fantastic,
Yes.
2 was okay, and then 3 was amazing.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
Yes.
This
Yep.
is coming from someone who loves the show.
Yeah.
That 2 was kind of the weakest out of
Well,
the
2
3.
was like the storyteller one. Like got
Yeah.
you like set you up for everything.
right.
But they're doing a great job of like building the world.
All right. This week, I'm tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get back into Andor.
Yeah.
Episode 3, season 1.
There you
There's
go.
Here we go.
The only thing I'd say to you, Brian, there's a lot of Easter eggs
Yeah.
for other stuff.
Yeah, I
No, but
mean,
like you'll see stuff you're like, oh, that's and oh that
Yeah.
oh, and then that goes.
Yeah.
well,
a lot of connective.
Screen Crush on YouTube does a fantastic job of doing like Easter eggs for,
Yes, they
for
do, yeah.
different.
Screen Crush is good, and then New Rock Stars is good too.
Yeah, so I watch Screen Crush like Daredevil after every Daredevil episode. I watch the like Easter egg
I
stuff.
see those videos all the time. I just never watch them.
They're good.
And
Like see them in my algorithm thing.
Yeah. So I watch them for Easter eggs and whatnot.
oh, and Heroes Reforged is another good one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta get your. Speaking of Hero Forge. You
What?
gotta get your figure made for.
Oh, that's Heroes Forge.
I know.
Yes, I gotta make my D&D figure.
Did you see that
And
new
hustle.
thing they're doing now through Kickstarter? I guess they want to start making dice, and what you can do is you can take either weapons or even like portions of your character, like when you build a character, and put like the character's head in a die,
Yeah.
Wow.
so you can actually have like when you're throwing, like when you're doing your damage for your sword,
Yeah.
you can actually throw a die that has your sword in it.
That's cool.
They have
Yeah.
like a calculator that comes out too that'll tabulate the numbers for you, so you don't have to do it in your head.
No, that's on D&D Beyond.
Brian needs
D&D
one of
Beyond
those.
does
I
that.
do. I will say this. This past weekend, until I got really tired and my brain shut down, I just want to go to bed.
Yes.
But like Rocky especially, you as well. But like when you guys can just look at the dice in literally seconds, know the total, and I'm just always impressed. It's just not how my brain works.
Yeah.
But like I do appreciate Rocky helping me because it's just like I don't want to be here forever.
Yeah.
But
Or you talk about when it gets into like D6 plus 4?
yeah,
or,
it's like
Well,
all
yeah,
these
'cause
numbers
he has
real
like
quick.
a bunch of them at once, or if
And it's
John
just
drops
like-
like all of his things out, and like
I'm
he's
like, how do you guys
he's like
do
tabulating,
this?
and I already know what it is. It's like
how do you guys know this?
it's
But
just math.
It's just numbers.
Some
I'm not
people are
good
good
at
at
the,
that,
like,
Brian.
bigger
Some people are
math.
really good at
I'm not
that.
good at bigger math, but I'm good at like looking at numbers and seeing them. And
what I
being able
was
to put
I
them
was
together
challenging myself
in groups and figure it out.
that whole night when everybody else was rolling, I was trying to just add them up real quick in my head.
That's how you do it. You don't do that. And then
Why?
Because then you're not bogging your brain down.
No, but it was an exercise for me.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to get better at this.
Yeah.
And I think this is a funny moment. You were there, I believe.
I was.
I rolled something. It came up to 14.
Yes.
And I just said the number 14. I looked at the two numbers. I didn't even think about it. And I go, 14? I think that's 14 or something.
Yeah.
And then like Rocky and Mike, they just go, you got it.
Math.
And I'm like,
Basic math.
but it's like, man, it's like, Rocky, you just roll dice. He's like Rain Man over there. It's like 36, 42. I'm like, how? How do you know that so quickly?
Yeah.
That is honestly some of the funny parts of Critical Role sometimes when they're sitting there going, this is 32. No, it's 34. Oh, 34.
Oh, yeah. Well, especially because like if you have to do like sometimes like if you get to a certain level, you're like rolling 10 dice out.
Oh, yeah.
Like Mike rolls
like,
a lot of dice.
I gotta figure all that out.
Yeah.
But you just gotta learn to just like parse out the numbers that make easy things
Yes.
and add them
Yeah,
together.
like
That's how I do it.
Usually when you see someone roll a fireball, it's usually like 8. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like 8d8 or whatever.
Yeah.
What you want to do is you go 10.
Well, the thing is
you
like
try-
also like now I've gotten to the point in my character where it has all those dice, but I don't have all those dice, so I'm like just rolling out 2 at a time.
Right.
So I try to not bring thousands of dice with me.
Yeah, I have a lot of dice.
Oh, so Mark is Travis Willingham.
Yes.
Travis is married to Laura Bailey, who is the queen of dice.
Yeah.
She has multiple dice, so like whenever they're like, I need to roll 6d6, and she goes, here you go.
Yeah.
Travis literally has like one set of dice, just him going, okay, 3d8, 12. Like, okay.
Roll 3.
Yeah.
3.
Roll 3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like if it's like because I have like the fireball. It's like you said, it's 8 whatever. So I have to do like
I think it's either 8d10 or 8d8.
3, 2.
2. Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas everyone's like, oh, why don't you I'm gonna bring all your other dice with you? I'm like, I don't like walking around. Like I don't want to travel with all these dice all over the place.
It was a good time. It was a lot of
Like
fun.
Brian, it looked like Brian at the shows and have like all these dice all
I have a
over
lot
the
of
place.
dice.
I don't even play and have a dice bag.
I have a dice. I have so much dice.
I have dice all across my room right now. I have dice. I have like boxes of dice.
The dice that John gave us for New Year's, I put back because the last time I used it, I rolled.
Oh, you
horribly.
put it in the dice jail, Brian?
Yes, and I will not
I
use
like
them.
them.
Oh, there's.
Nope.
I'm tempted to
You
bring back
should
my other
actually
dice.
look into like people actually having full dice jails.
Yeah, it went
Yeah.
back in the box.
And cleansing of dice.
I'm tempted to bring him back. I've heard to bring all my dice back.
The dice I've
for
been
next
using
one.
have been working for me, and those are the
Yeah.
only ones I'll use. But I am trying to get better. I really want to like be up there with you guys to be like bam, bam, bam.
It's also a color thing too. I've noticed.
What do you
Like with
mean?
my dice that John gave me,
Yeah,
they're more clear.
yeah,
They're
You
not
can't
as
read
easy
them well?
to read them as quickly.
yeah.
Whereas my old dice were like darker colored with
I hate
the
clear
white numbers.
dice.
and it's
Yeah.
I
easier to
hate
read.
when clear dice. I
Yeah.
hate because you like.
I can't see them
Yeah.
too much. But
Yeah.
anyways, we're diving into
we're
something
diving
that
in.
no one
We're
cares
getting
about
into
besides
minutia.
us. So-
If you play D&D, you know.
Yeah, or any
Struggles,
dice games.
struggles of D&D. Anyway, that's been a show. So next week we have Backlash picks, Last of Us episode 4.
Yes.
Andor
And-
4 through 6.
Andor 4 through 6.
Well, you guys can talk about. I will
Yes.
still not be
you see
there.
Andor 4.
Episode 4, season
Episode
1.
4.
Season 1, episode 4, you'll be on.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
You'll be getting just that one. You'll be just getting 2. So.
Yeah.
But yes, we have all that and so much more. But as always, we like to say, be safe, be well, be kind.
Rewind. Please like and subscribe. Rocky,
Yes.
good night.
See you, Bobby. Later, Howard. Night, dear.